Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. I'm going to go ahead and wait just a few minutes here to let some of you enter this live stream journey into tech. I haven't done any live streams in a while. Just been really busy, been able to get some videos up. But outside of that, have not been live streaming. Chameleon77, Cliff W, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. You two are the first to join the live stream. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I wish I could do more. Robert, what's up? I just haven't had the time, and not so much the time, but it's just been being able to get to the point where I could fit one in. Alejandro, I'm at an appointment for one of my kids, and so I got to sit out in the parking lot and wait for about another 40 minutes or so. So this is how I get the time. Delante, what's up? I'll get to that question in just a second. So I have the time because I'm in a parking lot. Because like I just said, one of my kids have an appointment, so this is the best time. TJ. So a question from Delante. How am I enjoying my LG V30? You've seen already a video up with my LG V30 up against, I think it was the, HTC U11? Am I right? Let me make sure I check that. Let me go on here and check. I'm having a lot of fun with my LG V30. It's a fluid, powerful device. The 835, the 4 gigs of RAM, the 64 gigs of internal storage, everything performing really well. Call quality messaging. Battery life isn't going to, at this point, I haven't put anything up on battery life, but right now it seems like Everyday Tech, what's up? Jay, what's up, man? It seems like with how I use my device, it seems like I'm going to get about 4.5 to 5 hours screen on time as a heavy user. I may need to plug it in at least once. We'll see how that goes. But it doesn't seem like it's going to give me battery life like the LG V20 has given me. But that's okay because I don't mind plugging it in once. I'm a different type of user when it comes to using my devices. So battery life on my devices is going to really differ from a lot of you. So, yeah, so I did put up a video, the LG V30 versus the HTC U11 and the camera comparison, getting a lot of good views on that. The cameras on the rear of the LG V30 are just phenomenal. I haven't really done a lot with the front-facing camera, with video or, shooting pics. So I'll get to that and give you my thoughts and impressions on the front-facing cam as we go along in the reviewing process. But what I wanted to get out of it so far is how well it was going to perform out of pocket in my hand. And it's like my HTC U11. This is one smooth device. I have to agree with Jay, who's in the live stream right now, that right now nothing really beats my HTC U11 as an all-around device with everything that you're going to get out of a device. And I'm using it right now to do this live stream. When it comes to pros and cons, positives and negatives, because every device is going to give you that. But the HTC U11 all around gives you that all-around experience and what you want out of a smartphone, in my opinion. But that depends on what you're looking for. But right now in performance, the LG V30 is killing it with, there's no lag, no stick, no stutter. It's just fluid. I mean, just feathery smooth. And it reminds me of my HTC U11 as far as performance. Now, the battery life, I can already tell that battery life on my HTC U11 is going to be better than the LG V30. And I have to do more testing with the LG V30 on the front-facing cam to see if it's going to be any better than the HTC U11, but we'll see. I mentioned already in an early morning vlog, the one area that I miss when it comes to creating content is that multi-view window feature that you get with the LG V20. You don't get it with the LG V30, which is a little sad to me. But you do get this mode in here that's called match shot, which creates a dual window mode. And so I do like that. That is a great substitute, but I'm hoping that they implement that with a software update. So there's a lot of you jumping in. I appreciate it. Zenigma and Mikey, Jace. So Jesse, you know me from Freddy's. What's up, man? Don, welcome. Really interested in the V30 and want to get it, but I'll see if it can wait until the price drops. That's a good thing to do, Cliff, because you never know. With my luck, the V30 in about 2 weeks will drop $100 at T-Mobile, and then you can go pick it up. Robert, yeah, it's still daylight in Oregon. Where are you at? Oh, the UK. That's right. Sorry, my friend. Should have known that. The UK. Thanks for joining from the UK. It's almost bedtime over there. Lewis, hey, all. Hey, all. Good to see you. My project. Thank you for joining in. Rob, thank you for joining in. I'm checking out the stream right here by doing it. Yes, TJ, good point. The Essential right now, Best Buy. The Essential at the home website page online, $499. Wanted to throw that in there. Save 200 smacks on a device. Sure, doesn't have wireless charging. Sure, doesn't have a headphone jack. Sure, it's not water resistant, but it's got that ceramic build. It's got a beautiful display. It has a little bit of a dip, a nipple where the front-facing cam is, but it's a lot less than the new iPhone 10 is going to have with that big dip. And, well, we know that Apple is saying with their iPhone 10 that it's going to be all screen. No, it's not going to be all screen. You have a dip coming down from the top. It looks sexy, but you have a big dip there, so it's not all screen. The Essential has that little bit of a nipple coming down. For $499, that is a great buy. That is a great buy. Something that if you've been wanting and you've been waiting to see if it drops, it's dropped. Go check it out. Best Buy. Get the white one, get the black one, whatever, man. It's a great, great buy. So, I did want to mention something about these two devices, the LG V20 and the LG V30. Look at the difference in 1 year, what 1 year can make as far as the form factor, the hardware, the aesthetic look of these devices. Check it out. Metal, glass metal. Still got the dual cameras. Still got the fingerprint reader on the back. But there's a difference. Removable battery on the V20. 5.7 inches on the V20. 6-inch display on the LG V30. And look at how much difference in size you got there. I mean, it's deceiving because if you look at the V20, you're thinking it has a bigger display and it doesn't. It's amazing how they can squeeze that much display in this little device. What they can do today. And to be honest with you, my LG V30 is sleek and sexy, but there's something about this device that I like a little bit more when I'm holding it in hand and using it. Performance is going to be better on the V30 than the V20, but here's what you need to think about. Price point. You're going to pay about half the amount for the V20, and this is still a great buy. That's one thing I really want to push out. This is a great buy for about half the amount of the new V30, which is a great device so far. In the few days that I've had it, I'm super stoked that I brought it in. But if you were waiting and thinking about either one of these devices, you have the money for this, but you really wanted this, you're not going to miss out. You get to change out the battery too. You don't have that on the V30. It's not water resistant over here. It is over here. But do you like a bigger looking device, something that feels a little more substantial in hand? You know, it all depends. For me personally, this is my t-shirt, jean kind of guy smartphone. This is my get ready to go out with a family to dinner, go to church, go out on a date, go to a wedding. This is the device I take. It's just that sexy look. This is my more casual look. and I get the best of both worlds to create content with. You can't go wrong with that at all. So, let me see some of the feedback. I'm going to join in here because I've done a lot of talking. Again, appreciate all of you coming in. Yeah, the V20 is masculine. Way to put it, Don. It's masculine. Okay? It's like driving a muscle car. You know what I'm saying? Mopar, baby. Mopar. That's the V20. Okay? The V30, that's a little more BMW, Jaguar. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Let me turn on the feed here. And see where we're at with the chat. A lot of you coming in. Okay, let me go backwards here and check out what's going on. Man, it's getting hot in my car, I'll tell you that. I'm going to open the windows a little bit, get some breathing air. Okay, so Tony, you can bet on the price drop. It's LG. So for those of you who are looking for a price drop on the V30, it may happen, it may not. It happened to the G6 a few weeks into having it there at T-Mobile. It went from $650 down to $500. That's $150. So it could happen. But one of my devices is ringing. Or that's out there somewhere. Hopefully that's not my phone ringing. That's somebody ringing. There's a phone in this car that's parked next to me and it's ringing. So somebody left their phone in their car. That's crazy. Sorry about that. Waiting. Okay, everybody's waiting for the V30 drop in price. Chameleon77, the V30 is a lot sexier. Yes, it is. Robert says, I wish they'd kept the V10. V10 is awesome. Magic Tech Reviews, thank you so much for that. You guys don't have to do that, but I appreciate it very, very much. Cliff, yeah, also interested in you. Look at the U11. How's the front-facing cams look on the U11? Looks great, huh? So I think about 72 hours in with the V30, I would have to say that outside of call quality, outside of knowing that battery life isn't going to be as great as my V20 or my U11, it's still workable. I think I'll just be getting through the end of the day before I plug it in, but if I have to plug it in during the day at some point, that's okay. But performance really stands out to me. When you want a device that can perform really well, the V30 right now, within 72 hours is just a performer. It's just feathery smooth. The display, there are no issues that I know of with my display right now. And I know there's been a lot of coverage right now with the Google Pixel 2 XL in that display, and there was some issues with the V30 display. I went home, I downloaded an app called the Black Screen from the Play Store, checked out to see if there was any bleeding, light leaks, nothing going on there. I downloaded the gray background wallpaper, turned down the display, checked to see if there was any kind of those horizontal lines in the back, any kind of just discoloration, going on the display. And I didn't see anything. I'm going to tell you something, man. This OLED display on here is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Watching movies, the blacks are blacks, the whites are whites. It looks great. So far, I don't have any issues going on with my LG V30 when it comes to the display. And that was a concern for me going into buying this, because you hear all of this news, all of these rumors, all these leaks come out on devices, and it can tend to scare you away. And you're like, well, there's no way I'm going to go out. Well, here's the thing. You have a return policy. If you buy any device, has any issues, return it within I take it home and test them out right away. Get that device back within the first couple days. If you find issues going on, why are you waiting? But there's always going to be negatives out there, and there's going to be positives. But it's up to you to do your homework when you're bringing in these devices. And if it's something you really want, even though there may be a lot of negative being said, bring it in for yourself, try it out. If it turns out that way, return it. That's you have to. It's kind of like the iPhone thing with me. I wasn't going to be able to give you an honest review and an honest experience and assessment unless I brought it in. I used to talk smack about the iPhone without even having it. Having a few minutes hands-on and using it doesn't give me or warrant me to say anything bad about something like the iPhone unless I had it, I had owned it, I had used it, and then and if I just hated it, then I could say, well, these are the reasons why I don't like it. These are the reasons I hate it. But I never had it, and I would talk smack. Well, that was wrong of me. And as I've grown, as I've matured in this YouTube game, I've learned that I can have a conversation. I give my partial assessment. I can assume to a point, but I got to be careful that I don't do it to the point where I'm discrediting myself as a YouTube reviewer and giving information that I shouldn't if I don't know what I'm talking about. So finally I bring in an iPhone. Finally I use it. I end up liking the experience. Yeah, I can get boring, but with things that I get bored with, I can go back to. I mentioned that in my video that I put up about the iPhone, but I'm glad I finally brought it in. I finally know that I can talk about it. I look forward to having an iPhone here on my Project 13 going forward. I will always be Android at heart, Android at mind. It is what it is, but I enjoy an iPhone, and I'm going to have one. I'm looking forward. I don't have my iPhone 8 Plus anymore, but going forward, I will be picking up, depending on how and when I can get the iPhone 10. But I want to get that device and bring it in as well. And I may sell that device and bring in another iPhone. But what I'm saying is you going back to the display issues on the Google Pixel 2 and the V30, don't get yourself too wound up unless you have it in any way when it comes to these devices. Okay? Test them out for yourself. Use them for yourself. Know for yourself that, hey, probably not going to work. Or, hey, everybody was wrong. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get that out there to some of you who might feed off of that negativity. Try it for yourself. Use it for yourself. Find out for yourself, especially if it's something you really wanted. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. I'm going to roll the windows down a little bit more. So let me see where you're at in the live chat. I hope this is making sense, because the one thing about being a YouTube reviewer is to continue to learn and mature, and it's to help. We put ourselves here in the limelight to help others. Me being here doesn't mean I know more than anybody that's in this live stream. Some of you on the live stream know way more than I do. But I'm doing a lot of homework. I'm learning. I know. And I try to put forward that information to help. A lot of you have helped me. But at the end of the day, after all is said and done, go with your thought process, go with your heart, and make a decision to not try to live off all that feedback and try something, even though everybody out there may not necessarily agree. But again, use your return policy if a device doesn't work out for you. What's up, Tony Pazzo? Rollins, Hawaii Island. Good advice, bro. Internet need to be wary. High five for your channel. 1080p by default, unless watching 4K still killed the V30. Hey, 4K looking good though. Looking really good. Tony says he was scared away from that Pixel. And see, there you go. And I understand, Tony, if that's your decision to stay away from it because you're really trusting your sources. But if your heart's still saying, oh, I gotta bring it in, man. Try it out. If it's a bad display, send it back. Send it back, man. That's what I say. Robert says from the UK, I hate to admit it, but the iPhone 10 looks hot. Hate to admit it. It does look hot. I'm still having a little trouble accepting that dip area there at the top of the display. But until I get it in hand, will I be able to give a real conclusion about that? A real assessment about that, right? So I got to be careful on how much smack I talk about that dip. It's just right now, it just looks kind of funny to me. Uno Nice, what's up? You're doing a great job. Your opinion is of value to me. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. I will tell you this. The one thing I like about the V30 that is on the Samsung Note 8, Samsung Galaxy S8 Note 8, is that you could go in and I got mine on 2880 by 1440, so you can see that you can adjust the resolution on your display, which can save me a lot. And it's probably one of the reasons why my battery life is so good, because I use my devices like crazy. I make my devices work. So that isn't helping my case right there. I should probably turn that down. I could turn it down to 1080. I can turn it all the way down to 720. Can you see that? So, but I have it all the way up because I just like a better looking display. I love it when it's just vibrant. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love that option to go in there and change that, just like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. You can do that too. Tony's Note 8, your mic is bugging out again, dude. You got to get that device replaced because that's the second time. So if you love it, send it back, get another one, because that's the second time. So let's see what else is going on here. So Tony's thinking about picking up the Essential. Alejandro says that's crazy because they are bashing the Pixel and the LG V30. Yeah, they're going to bash it because that's an issue. If that's an issue and that's really going on, I would still be careful in how everybody words that. But if it's going on, it needs to be dealt with. Okay, Google needs to deal with those devices and maybe recall them and make sure that the next batch doesn't have that issue and send everybody a new device. If that's going to be something that keeps going on and on and on. Okay, recall those ones, send out another batch. Again, the LG V30 had that, but mine doesn't have it going on. So maybe that was part of the reason why these devices weren't in a T-Mobile store until a week later. Maybe they were making sure what they were sending out was going to be top quality, and that the first batch going out to these stores weren't. We don't know at this point. I don't know the true story on why there weren't any V30s in store at T-Mobile when they should have been released October 13th. I don't know. So we'll never know. Let's see. Andy Rubin getting sold. Ishmael Harden says Andy Rubin is getting sued. What is he getting sued for? Ruben Medina wants to know S8 Plus or the V30. I honestly, because I make a lot of content, I would peak. Well, the thing is with the S8 Plus right now, that you can get that device for a lot less than what you'll be paying for the V30. But if money isn't a big deal to you right now, and I had to choose between the S8 Plus and this device, I'm picking the V30. But that's just me. But if money is an issue, you're not going to go wrong picking up a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. It's going to give you a lot as a solo device. If you're not comparing devices and you just buy that device straight out, it's going to give you a lot. Okay? The thing is, there's still a little bit of focus hunting issues going on with the Samsung devices. They have there's been some software updates. It has been a lot better. I've enjoyed my experience with the S8, the S8 Plus. That's the one I returned, so I ended up using the S8. But I ended up enjoying my experience with that, and I'm really enjoying my experience with the Note 8, which we'll be selling down the road as well to my oldest son. He wants to buy that for me, support the channel, and he wants that device. So that'll be cool. It'll stay in the family. Yeah, I mean, all around, shoots great video, takes great pics, performance is there. TouchWiz doesn't get in the way of performance with my Note 8. It's a smooth, feathery experience. Thank you, Odell. Appreciate it. You can't go wrong with that device, but the V30 is going to, as far as for me, is going to give me a lot more. So if you don't utilize the cameras as much in shooting video and taking pics, then you can stay with, hey, what's up, John? You can stay with the S8 and you're going to do great with that device, the S8 Plus. But for me, because I do a lot of video and take a lot of pictures, I want the best out of my camera experience. And the V30, just like the V20, I'm telling you, man, these are two devices that are going to be hard to beat when it comes to this area, when you have so much freedom with that wide angle and the standard mode and the manual settings, with going in the manual settings and being able to utilize the audio as far as how you want the audio to come in as well, with the directional audio, whether front, rear, from side to side. It's just an amazing device with everything you can use on it. I want to create some video like making a movie style with the Cine option. Forget what that's called all the time. It's called the Cine Video. Yeah, so I want to be able to utilize that and create some videos with that. I just think there's so much more there on the V30 for me, and it's not as bloated as the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. But again, as solo devices, you can't go wrong either way. But I'm really a fan of these devices. So, you know, I don't know. It depends on what you want. It really does. Let's see. John, what's up, man? You got a question? Drop it. I hardly get you into the stream. Let's see. $4.99 essential phone. Man, I'm sure it will drop again to $3.99. I'm sure it will. By Christmas, the essential could be $3.99. Android Stud, what's up? Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. There's some YouTubers in here. One of the newest YouTubers out there. Android Stud, check out his channel. He's exuberant. He's got his own style. He's excited to be on YouTube and bringing his videos, his style to all of you. Go over and subscribe to his channel and check out his content. Sub to Android Stud, man. Totally digging what he's doing over there. He's got my attention. Yeah, so go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Uno Knight says, I'm going to stay away from the Pixel 2 XL. $900 plus phone shouldn't have major issues. No phone is perfect, but 900 is better. It better be 95% intact, basically. Maybe next year the Pixel 3. So, yeah, you know, again, everybody has their opinion and how they're going to choose what they want and don't want, and that's okay. Let's see, anything I'm missing here? The wallpaper, bro. Oh, you like my, it actually says there, I find your lack of faith, and down here, where my folder's at, says disturbing. I find your lack of faith disturbing. That's my Darth Vader wallpaper. I'll see if I can drop that on Google Plus for all of you who want that wallpaper. It's a sweet wallpaper. I totally dig it. Yeah, so going forward, this is going to stay around. I won't be returning that device. The iPhone 8 Plus is gone. Looking forward to bringing in the iPhone 10. And anything between that now, I don't know if I'll be bringing in anything else. I may pick up the Essential at $4.99. I'm really considering. Let me know down below and here if you think I should bring in the Essential. Do you think I should bring in the Essential? Let me know here and down below. give me a peace sign if you think I should bring in the Essential. You know what? I never noticed that I did this, because I know like pieces like that. I never noticed I did this until everybody started pointing out that I did it sideways. I didn't even know I was doing that. And then I realized now I do, but I wish that they could throw up an emoji with a sideways peace sign now that I know I actually do that. Next video up for me is your final review on the G6. Hey, John, did you not check out my final review on the G6? I did. I put one up a long time ago, and that was one of my favorite final reviews because I don't do a lot of final reviews, like a lot of hands-on final reviews. I vlog. I have a conversation about devices, and I sort of implement my final thoughts on devices. I did that with the iPhone 8 Plus recently in the car. I vlogged basically my experience with it. I don't really do that style that often. I kind of do it in how it comes to me. That's what makes my channel a little different though. And again, those are things that are pointed out by a lot of you and how I do things. I don't really think about how I do things sometimes. But on the LG G6, I did a final review on that, and it's a lengthy video. I just felt that one needed to have that type of style of final review because that device was really underrated and overlooked. And even though I don't have that device anymore, the LG G6 is just a phenomenal device. I like what LG did with that. I may end up getting that device later on again as the price drops on that because it's a device that I do miss. So go find that. There's a list of videos and you can scroll down and find that review. Again, I really enjoyed making that review. So go find it, please. Let's see. Thank you, John. I appreciate you liking the live. There's the piece. There's the TJ says, TJ put up this instead of this. Dawn says, I wouldn't touch that gold digging phone with a metal fork. Wow, seriously? That was brutal. That was brutal, bro. Don't do it for us. Yeah, but you know what? I just like to know your opinion. I'm still going to make the final choice of the day. I just want to see your opinion on whether you think I should bring it in or not. I still make the final decision, okay? We know that. James, thank you. Bob Jones, careful, backwards peace sign means different things overseas. What does it mean? This is a good thing here. Yeah, John, go check it out. Appreciate it. Which phone, Don? Hey, Tony, he's talking about the Essential. Huawei Mate 10, yes. But you know what I'm hearing? And let me know if I'm wrong. That it's the Pro that's going to be released here in the United States and not the 10. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Okay? Jay Will says, Don, do you have the Essential? It's a direct question for Don. Cliff says, I've been getting fantastic battery life on my G6 after around 30 hours with 4 to 5 hours screen time. Yeah, phenomenal device, man. Phenomenal device. Daniel Francis in the UK, Mate Pro. Tony says, ouch, that one hurt. Don says, no. I know it's a beauty, but I'm against it. Andrew, what's up? Keep it up, man. Good luck, man. Thank you very much. Jay Will says, yeah, okay. John says, whatever you review is fine with me. You know, you guys are too good to me, man. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. It's getting close to that time to where my kid comes out of the appointment. Just want to make sure that I get enough in. You know what? I just want to say I appreciate all you guys and gals coming in and joining me because it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I've really missed doing live streams. but I don't get the time like I want. I really have been devoting a lot more time to my family without not having to be on YouTube. Going into the holidays, it's going to get harder and harder to do video because we got Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so there's going to be a lot less time that I'll be here on YouTube. But trust me, when I can get a video up, I'm going to. So if there's moments between now and December, the end of December, going to New Year's, where you don't see me as often, know that that time that I'm not here is being spent with my family, investing in precious, precious time that is very valuable to me. But outside of that, this is something that is going to be in the background as I continue to do it through the holidays. And trust me, it won't be because I don't want to put anything up. It's because, again, that investment time with my family through the holidays is going to be numero uno. And then when I get those few moments, I'll be here kicking out something, whether it's just vlogging, conversation, review, doing product reviews, and trying to get up a live stream. So when my wife asked me today if I wouldn't mind taking one of my kids to their appointments, I was like, yes, because I knew this would be a great time for me to do a live stream. And that's how I utilize the team, my Project 13. Okay. Forb Text Reviews, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. John Bloomling, have a great evening. Amen to the family. Have a good evening. Thanks for coming in, brother. Android Stud, thank you, bro, for the shout out. How do you like the match mode on V30? I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it probably tomorrow. I appreciate you throwing up your video on the match mode because I need something that's like that multi-view window feature on the V20. So that's going to be great to utilize that. So Sheetsman, what's Journey into Tech? Sheets a man wants to know what's Journey into Tech. Journey into Tech is my separate side project away from my Project 13. This is where I do live streams, so I journey into tech with all of you. We go on a ride together. We go on a journey together. We travel together through this live stream, and it's a little journey. It's a little different than my Project 13. So that's what Journey into Tech is. It's a side project. So Shia Hill, I appreciate your insight on the phones you discussed. Thank you very much. Let's see. Black or white? Which phone are we talking about? The Essential? I say white. That's sexy. That's sexy. Jay Will says he likes the Essential phone because it's stock. Android cameras are subjective, and to me, the only weak point is it's not that bad. And at $499, I'm going to tell you, the few areas that you would consider maybe negatives or cons because they're not there, and maybe the Essential isn't fully what it should have been. I think at $499, though, in my opinion, that's a pretty good darn price. Probably should have started out maybe possibly at $699. What was it? $599. $599 would have been a great starting point. $499. Wow, that would have been a steal if that would have came out on time. If they would have dropped it out at that price point. That, man, everybody would have been crazy with that device. Alejandro says that it gets great connectivity with Verizon. So again, if I get it, it's going to be the unlocked and it's going to be on T-Mobile. So what phone would you recommend for a person to be? Now, everybody's going to say something different maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. Because if you have a little over 400 smacks for a brand new LG V20, this is the device I would recommend. And I'm talking about price point. There are the HTC U11 is a great vlogging device. It's an all-around the phone of the year for me so far in 2017. Okay, I haven't used the V30 long enough to say that this is better than the U11. To me, all-around device in 2017, the HTC U11 is still that device. Yes, even over the Note 8, over the iPhone 8 Plus, over everything. But That doesn't mean that there's some areas that are less than other smartphones and what they can give you. I'm just talking all around. Price point, everything. Now, if you're starting a channel and you want to do the vlogging thing, the V20 for a little over 400 smacks, in my opinion, is the device to pick up. Now, if you're not with T-Mobile, I think it costs like 460, 480, and you're with another carrier, if you can get the unlocked for that price point, this is and I'm talking not paying $600, $700, $800. 400 smacks, a little above that. Brand new. This device is one of the best vlogging devices you could get. I use a lot of devices. I'm going to tell you something. This, to me, is the choice. I haven't used the V30 long enough, but the feature that this has when it comes to vlogging, as well as that multi-view window feature, which, bam, you can utilize that feature in your vlogging, and it's going to give you so much more creativity when it comes to putting out content. So in my opinion, the V20 is a great starter device, and beyond that, even for those of you who have been doing this for a while, the V20 kills it when it comes to creating content, especially when vlogging. Simple as that, in my opinion. Yes, the removable battery is nice. Looking for my kid. Not yet. If I have to go super quick, you know, my kid's coming out. Donovan, what's up? He says you can get the unlocked V20 for $299 on newegg.com right now. Shout out to you, Donovan, for sending that information. So there you go. For 300 smacks, you can get the V20 right now at newegg.com. Brand new, unlocked. Great starter device. So Shia Hill. There you go. Go check out that website right now. Read everything. Read everything before you order. Remember, you do have a return policy if you don't like it, but that's going to be a killer device at a killer price point. And hey, if your battery starts to die out within the year and a half to 2 years, you can replace the battery because it's removable. So this is a monster device, man. But I got both. I am humble about it, but ooh, stoked to have both. Yeah. Let's see. Odell, the devices that I'm getting for Christmas, possibly the Essential, most likely the iPhone 10. Uno Nice says LG V20 is the winner. I'm telling you, man. Bam. And then I got the U11 doing this video. BJ Tech Life, what's up, man? Okay, Donovan just gave us an update. They bumped it up to $310. That's still a great price, man. $400's a great price for the V20. All of you, go over to newegg.com and pick yourself up a V20 for 310 smacks. I'm all excited. You know what? I should go over and buy another one and have a backup. Wow. That's a phenomenal for the unlocked. Wow, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. I want to show you something. See, that battery, you can remove it. Wow. BJ says he just fixed his cracked camera glass on his V20. He loves it so much, he was willing to invest in fixing his V20. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. Oh, got a lot of you in the chat, man. Got a lot of you in the chat. It's great to have Jay Will in the chat, Tony Pazzle, Don, John, Cliff, TJ, Uno Nice, Alejandro, Robert, James, Bob, Bam, Gerhard. What's up, man? Look at that. Look at that. All of you, man. Daniel, Andrew. Naming you all off, man. Forbes, Sheetza, Shia Hill. Grant S. Hey, Anthony, looks like I'm late to the party. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Wow, that's awesome, man. All of you. Android Studs, Enigma, Odell, woo, Donovan, BJ, all you. Thanks for coming on. Chameleon77, are you still out there? Delante, Everyday Tech. We miss you, Everyday Tech. I'm glad you're coming back part-time. But take it easy, bro. Because remember numero uno is la familia, right? God, family, and everything else. All right, everybody. Mikey, Jesse, forgot you guys. Tony. I think that's it, man. Again, wanted to just tell you, 72 hours in, battery life, it's going to be fine. 4.5 to 5 hour screen on time so far. If I have to plug it in, I'll plug it in. Connectivity, call quality, messaging, amazing. Performance, flawless so far. Camera's looking great. I'm going to be testing out the front a little bit more. I got a pick slideshow coming up tonight or tomorrow. These two devices up against each other, big brother, little brother. You let me know. In the dark, a couple of those pics are going to be not in the dark, so I'll be putting that together, putting that up. So be looking forward to that. But totally stoked with the LG V30. Finally landed at T-Mobile, even though it was a week late from the original October 13th release date at T-Mobile. For whatever reason, I finally got my hands on it, and this device is proven to be one of the best devices of 2017. It's going to move, if it continues to do what it's doing right now with everything that it's given me, it's going to get up to right next to the HTC U11, and that's saying a lot when you can take a device and compare it up to the HTC U11. Again, this doesn't knock out any other devices to say they're not good as solo devices, whether it's the S8, S8 Plus, whether it's the LG G6, whether it's the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, whether it's the iPhone 8 Plus, and so on and so on. Everybody's going to have their preference. Everybody's going to have their wants and needs in a device. But for me, the HTC U11 right now is still the all-around device 2017. The LG V30 is creeping up on that device. Can't beat looking back at this device and having it still amongst all the new devices that are out. The Note 8 is a phenomenal Samsung device that if that's what you want, you're going to get it, you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be great as a solo device as well. So having a lot of great devices this year and being able to use them and utilize them and finding out what they all give me individually. The comparisons are there because it helps people choose in what they want and don't want. But at the end of the day, make a list. Donovan does this really well when he does his final reviews. He makes a checklist and what works and what doesn't work. And yeah, that's what you have to do. So let me see. Donovan's dropping a bunch of questions here. I want to check that out and see what he's saying before I leave. Donovan's saying that his T-Mobile stores where he lives, and that's Michigan, right, Donovan? That there's still no devices there. So Donovan really wants the U11 Pro. That looks like it's going to be a phenomenal device. So Paul Tech, what's up? Peace, man. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Note 8 is great. So for me, though, right now, the V30 for my 800 Max seems to be doing what it needs to be doing right now, but I got to test it out a little bit more to see at what level what level it's going to reach as far as my HTC U11. But I'm telling you, man, this device is killing it right now. And as far as display issues, I mentioned this early in the video, no display issues going on with my V30. I checked out the gray wallpaper. I checked out the black screen app from the Play Store for any bleeding, light leaks, any blotching, any horizontal lines. This device is killing it. It's doing it. It's working. And I'm going to tell you, man, look into it. If your heart's there, your mind's there for the V30, and that's what's holding you back is all the negative you're hearing, bring it in for yourself. Try it out. If it's there, send it back. Get something else. Okay? If that's what you really want. So that's what I have to say. Phone Tech at work. What's up? What is up? Donovan trying to decide what pull the trigger on the V30. I don't want to buy it if it's going to drop in price quickly. You know, it better not, man. Sorry, I know you guys wanted to drop in price, but I'm going to be bummed if it drops in price again, because that happened to me with the LG G6. 650 smacks. 3 weeks later, it was 500. All right. Phone Tech at Work says LG V30 for the win. Everybody, check out all the YouTubers on here. Check out their channels. Yes, somebody just mentioned a BOGO deal. Buy the LG V30, get a V20 or an LG G6 as your second device. For look into the BOGO deal, because you have to make payments with the V30 to get that LG V20 or the LG G6 for free. But either way, if you want to do that, then you get a device for free, and that's the easiest way to pick up, if you're with T-Mobile, a V20. Now, I keep wanting to go because it's time to go, but I keep talking. So, anyway, thank you everybody for coming on. Thank you for listening to my update on my LG V30. Thank you for listening to my still in love with my V20. 2 devices, a monster device next to little brother. That's just one sexy performer, the V30. So far, this is a win. So far, this is a thumbs up. So far, it's that. Okay? Till my next live stream, and I don't know when that's going to be. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time for coming on here. My Project 13, jrnyn2tech. I appreciate your time. Without all of you, my Project 13, jrnyn2tech, doesn't even happen. I appreciate it. We'll see if I bring in the Essential. For sure, most likely, the iPhone 10. Woo! That was great. Love it, man. Love spending time with all of you. Peace, everyone. Have a great evening. God bless. Peace to all of you. Drop a message down below. Anything. Doesn't have to pertain to this video. My kid is here. I'm out. Peace.